What is bipolar disorder? I'm going to talk to you about 10 things you need to know about bipolar disorder. Hi, if it's your first time here, welcome. My name is Adi and I'm a registered psychologist. I have a master's degree in clinical psychology and I help people achieve the life they want by overcoming the struggles and difficulties of everyday life. Here on my channel, I help you figure out what's holding you back from the life that you want for yourself. So say hi in the comments below, tell me a little bit about yourself, and without further ado, let's start talking about it. Mental illnesses has a very bad rep. People struggle to figure out what it is, how you live with it, and it's difficult to understand that it's all around us. There are many different types of disorders, and today I wanted to talk about bipolar disorder because when treated right and when talked about, it's something that can be lived with, and so many people in the world live with it. So I'm going to talk today and start by explaining 10 things about the disorder. First thing, bipolar disorder is actually the clinical name. It used to be called manic depression. What's important to say is that it is a disorder that interferes with daily life if not treated correctly. The second thing is there are actually 3 types of bipolar disorder. Bipolar 1 is what most people know, and to qualify for this diagnosis, a person needs to have one manic episode, which is a state of abnormal alertness from the body, arousal. The second thing is one depressive episode. The symptoms are very intense, and if not treated, it could bring to hospitalization. The second type is bipolar 2. It's a softer version of bipolar, and it has a less intense form of the manic episode, which we call hypomania. And in order to qualify for this type of disorder, person needs to have one episode of hypomania and one episode of depression. The third type is Cyclothymia, and in order to qualify for this, the third type of the bipolar disorder, you need to have both episodes of hypomania and depression. The cyclothymia tends to be shorter, but it is chronic. And in order to qualify for this diagnosis, you need to have it for 2 years at least. Thirdly, let's talk about mania. Mania is a state of elevated activity, arousal, behavior, and the type of bipolar disorder a person has will depend on the type of mania that he has. We have mania and we have hypomania. So the symptoms for mania are, and let me read it to you, hyperactivity, disorganization, decreased need for sleep, impulsivity, emotional reactivity, euphoria, impairment in judgment, irritability, racing thoughts, rapid speech, grandiose belief, and also we can see hypersexuality. Mania can also lead to extreme state of disorientation, incoherences, delusions, paranoia, and violence erupt, and it's greatly, in the worst state, it greatly interferes with daily life. The symptoms included in hypomania are less severe and include elevated mood, increased physical activity, decreased need for sleep, racing thoughts, but they don't cause us that significant impairment in work, day life. The fourth thing to know about bipolar disorder is that it's being termed as episodes. We talked about the manic episode and the depression one. So we divide it into episodes because the person will go up and down when it happens. He or she can have an episode of very deep depression, but also a heightened manic state. The fifth thing is what we can also see is a mixed state. We can see children or adult experience the mixed state of feeling very down and sad, and later on just feeling very heightened and very energetic. Sixth term I want you to know is cycling. We have 2 types of cycling that people can go through when suffering from bipolar disorder. There's the rapid one, which has elevated state and then depressive state and then another cycle, and we can see it in in times of let's say a year. But then we have the extra or the ultra rapid state, which then a person can experience. So obviously it's much more severe. The seventh thing is medication. From research, it's been shown that the use of medication is extra important. It's very important to have the mood stabilizers and the antidepressants in order to have a daily life, to have a normal life. And when we see people all of a sudden go into a manic episode, it can mean, not for sure, but it can mean that they stop taking their medications, and usually that's when we see the interference with daily normal life. The eighth thing, which follows the medication, is psychotherapy. When treating bipolar disorder, we always recommend alongside the medication to use psychotherapy. The most recommended ones are cognitive behavioral therapy, family therapy. The ninth thing is self-care. When treating this disorder, we can say that it is chronic. You need to know how to take care of yourself, to eat right, to exercise well, to sleep right, to also take care of your mind, your body, your soul, because this can keep you balanced, to not have the episode come and go as quickly. Last but not least, and one of the most important things to say about the disorder is continuity of care. Continuity of care. It's a chronic state. We're not going to see people just healing from it. So it's important to have the treatment all the time, to have the medication, psychotherapy. It's something you need to learn how to live with. It's not easy, but it's possible. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope it gave you something. Maybe you learned something from it. Maybe it validated something you felt inside. In any case, if you did, please hit the bell button so you can get notified whenever I upload new videos. Like this video and subscribe to my channel. I upload new videos every week on Tuesdays. So like this week, I'm going to be here next week to see you on Tuesday. Feel well, stay safe. Bye.